Hi Pisces, how are you? I'm good. My name is Carol Lisette. I'm here with your manifestation, activation, chakra cleanse, frequency activation, and tarot reading for the month of July 2025. I've already performed the chakra cleanse. I've gone into the chakra system wherever Pisces lies in my viewer's personal natal chart. So I've performed a negative belief chakra cleanse for wherever Pisces, the archetype of Pisces, Pisces energy is in your life, okay? This is very specialized. You can find the information of, excuse me, what negative beliefs were released and what positive beliefs I implanted in place of those negative beliefs, in what chakra, in what category, in the description box of this YouTube video or in the comments on my Facebook page. Those are the only two places where you can get the link to the Google Drive folder where all of the negative beliefs that were released are listed and all of the positive beliefs that were implanted are listed. If you're so interested in looking at that, and then you can use those positive beliefs as affirmations. So there's that, and now I will go in with the sacred geometry activations oracle deck by Lon. I will use a spread based on the basic hermetic principles of manifestation, and I will activate these frequencies for my viewer in the highest living light. Then we'll go in with the tarot system, Rider-Waite-Smith, and the all things intuitive oracle system at the end. So if you Pisces or anybody working with the archetype of Pisces would enter into this energetic exchange with me for the greatest good of everybody involved. Let's get started. Okay. Just a quick shuffle. Nice living light. 7 cards, please, Spirit, for Pisces. Okay, we've got dynamic. Oh, the energy. Okay. Third eye chakra. Magic. We don't have incense. We gotta light incense. Remembrance, sacral, empowerment, and compassion. Very good, very nice. Let's go. We'll get away with the Rider-Waite-Smith system so we can just have a story. And then you decide what resonates for you and what doesn't. Okay, use your discernment. Wow. Well, hold on. Hola, chica. What's going on? We got somebody sticking out. We have the 6 of Pentacles sticking out. So although some of these cards are a little bit, I don't know, vamos a ver, we have balance coming through. So, all right, let's light us an incense. Thanks for your patience. It's important for me to feel comfortable. Thank you. So I'm doing energy work. I work with energy and I stim a lot, if you are wondering what's going on here. Only the highest living light frequencies can operate in this space. All right, wonderful. Okay. In the headspace, what you think about you will attract. This is the principle of mentalism, okay? Number 23, dynamic. The frequency of dynamic supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects of different origin and frequency. It helps us to put together a reality that is made up of many different elements, both familiar and completely new, with ease, grace, and great joy. So you look at this and I will activate it. Okay, perfect. Paired with the 7 of Cups. So on the 7 of Cups, you notice there's just like all these different options, and they're in these clouds up in the sky. They're magical options. You could be a dragon rider. You could, I don't know, climb a mountain or something. You could have jewels. You could be, I don't know, a favorite famous actor, actress. You could just be celebrating all the time with your laurel and your wreath. You could go through some kundalini, whatever, shed your skin, right? Or you could just be this chick. I don't know. So it seems like there's like this huge dynamic in your headspace. You're thinking about these dynamics. And it helps us to put together a reality that is made up of many different elements, familiar and completely new. So I'm just thinking that maybe this, like, some of the stuff is completely new to you. And you're just trying to bring together these dynamics. So you are thinking about things probably on an outrageous, outer worldly, I was going to say otherworldly. You're tapping into different dimensions, to different stories, different pieces of art that you've had before, different things maybe that you've seen on social media that actually allow you to dream and feel excited. And you might be coming across a few things that cannot actually manifest into the timeline that you're manifesting right now. This is a manifestation activation chakra cleanse, okay? Like, this is to activate your manifestations. And I see that you are picking and choosing the exact timeline that you want, and that a lot of the time maybe you are in the dream state, in the astral realm, with a little bit of confusion up in the clouds, but it's because you have some castles in the sky that you need to bring down, okay? And you're going to choose, you're here choosing with these different dynamics. You're just having like a dynamic way of thinking here, Pisces. Pisces is the amalgamation of all the zodiacs together, and the deep seas, the deep water, dream state. So while sometimes this can be, excuse me, so while sometimes this can be really confusing and hard for Pisces, here what I'm seeing is that actually you're tapping into your Pisces energy and tapping into exactly what you want here, and seeing how you can make it work. So this is like your higher self doing this or something. Moving forward in the heart space, I equate this with the principle of polarity, because we traverse the different poles of emotions so that we can then put a name to them and understand and grasp them. You've got number 6, the third eye chakra. The frequency of the third eye chakra, the indigo flower of life, supports our intuition and our inner knowing, our imagination, and our psychic powers. Third eye chakra. Paired with the Fool, you've got your first major arcana here in the heart space. So in your head space, so the third eye is also, it goes with as above, so below. And I'm talking about these dynamics that you have in the head space. So this is like in the thought realm, and then you're bringing it down with your feelings through the third eye chakra, and you're doing it with the naivete that maybe in the past you weren't able to access. I'm just feeling like you were maybe under some type of, I don't know, protective shell, or maybe you were hardened or jaded by the world. And I see that you're softening up here with the Fool, like you might be embarking on a new journey, a new Fool's journey, or the new hero's journey, as it said. And it seems like you are okay with just the clothes on your back and whatever you might have in that knapsack. It seems like you are not allowing your current reality to hinder what you feel in your heart. You are definitely projecting and creating here in the world. So your imagination is on fleek over here with dynamic in the headspace. You're tapping into this dreamy energy where there's nothing but options, seeing what can resonate at the same time, bringing it through the heart, making sure it's what you want before you use your third eye chakra to then go ahead with this vibration of the Fool energy, starter energy. I believe it's Aries. And you are just trusting in the universe and in your own emotions. And I see this dynamic is beautiful. It's perfect. And this came up in our coffee and a card earlier, but let's keep going. So next we are going to go to the principle of correspondence. As above, so below. And I told you this is equated with the third eye chakra, and you've got that in your heart space. So I love this little kind of the mind and the heart, and then the principle of correspondence is like your golden compass. As above, so below, and you have got magic, okay? Number 31, magic. The frequency of magic supports our intrinsic ability to grow and expand beyond this moment, to move toward possibilities and expressions that are as grand and profound as we can imagine. all that is required is our belief in their manifestation. You had to do a lot of work to get your mind to think dynamically like this, and you got it. Let's activate it. Magic. This is your essence and how you channel and direct that energy. Magic. I see that you are being reserved with your grounding energy because it is on fleek. Okay, you are just like, your energy is way super powerful. Up above and below, you've got guides up above, you've got protectors and guides, however you understand that, up above. And here on the earth, you may not be seeing the results of this manifestation quite yet. You're getting clues, you're gathering evidence. You found me, this is perfect. Okay, so but when it comes to others, to where you use your magic or even reveal your magic, I see that you're holding it on reserve and being protective and being discerning on what you invest in. So maybe you had to get into your own magical essence by really holding all of this grounded earth energy to yourself. Just sitting on your treasures. Normally in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith, there's somebody sitting on a treasure chest of their coins. So this is your magic, darling. And you right now are with the principle of correspondence, holding things closer to your chest because you know that you're powerful. You're very powerful to be traversing the Pisces energy in the mind space, bringing it through the heart space. Okay, so I see this to be still grounded here in with the Seven of Cups energy, but you had to, darling, and I see why. So moving forward here, switch. We have got remembrance. Okay, so this is the principle of cause and effect. Every action has a reaction, and you have got, what did you do to change things? You've got the frequency of remembrance, 38. Very tribal here with the feathers, okay? The frequency of remembrance supports our memory of everything we have gone through as a soul and body, providing us with valuable information and tools to flow gracefully with and in this life. Remembrance. So you remembered who you were, and it was because of stress. So this has to do with worry, sleepless nights, and bondage over worry. This has to do with thought forms, projections. I am seeing programming. I am seeing brainwashing. I am seeing aggressive, oppressive brainwashing and gaslighting. And then this is just coming from your life, from before, or something from your past, I think from your childhood, or your adolescence. So it just seems like you were under some bondage and you could not understand it. And it was just bondage of other people's projections of how you are supposed to mask in the world. And actually they were quite bullyish about it. And I see that they pushed you so freaking far into this bondage. Like sometimes I'm just getting this vibe. Like sometimes I used to, before I understood my neurodivergencies, I would stay up sometimes for days at a time. Like I would get so hyper focused on my task because I had some belief that I don't know, it was some limiting bonded belief. And I would stay up for days and days and days worried, having to ground myself over and over again in my own energy. But other people's projections always made me feel like I had to hurry up and do my thing and stay up for 3 days at a time or 2 days at a time and do all my tasks and everything and have everything in its place, and a place for everything. What was that movie with the woman from Misery? Everything has a place and there's a place for everything. So this seems like some very controlling, Virgo, manipulative, micromanaging energy that maybe you were under, and you were under this bondage. And in those times I would exhaust myself so much doing my spiritual work and my real work for days, like being up and just going for it, wanting to improve and expand and upgrade and create a life for myself, that I would burn out completely. And in that burnout, I would go into these dreams, and my guides would come to me and teach me like that I had to calm my energy down, and that was my remembrance. And this is what I'm getting here, that you experienced something like this. Like during your burnouts, you started to see what was working and what wasn't. Your ancestors may have been coming through. We've got the smoke coming through, clearing the smoke for you, allowing you to feel accomplished in whatever it is that you have accomplished up until now when you were under this kind of bondage. Thinking that, you had to hustle culture and move and everything in its place and a place for everything and mask. And I see that actually as you did that over and over again throughout your lifetime up until now, those burnouts is when your spirit guides and your ancestors and everything, like if you couldn't get out of bed for days or whatever, you were actually being worked on. And this remembrance was being worked on for you. So what did you change? You remembered who you are and your actual innate power and innate worthiness of love, without having to produce and push and do everything perfectly, like for the outside. Like before I could even do spiritual work in the past, I had to have my house completely spotless and clean. That was just like some programming from before when I was younger. So I'm just saying that you have your spirit guides and everything have come to you and told you calm down. So those things may have been passed down to you through your bloodline when they were living, and then as they passed over to the other side, I lost most of my people in the early my 20s. So I mean, I lost a lot of the people who raised me in my early 20s, not most of them. I'm still very blessed with my family and I love them very much. So, but what I see is that when they passed over to the other side, whoever has passed over to the other side, your ancestors, even if you never met them, or if you have people or lovers who have passed away in the past who programmed you or whatever, I see that it is now their job to help you remember actually who you are, and they're supporting you in that. So there's just a healing across timelines and lessons being learned from Earth School, this place that we come to, so that we could raise the vibration and everything else. And I see you remembered that and you switched into that. Switch. Moving forward. So you using your, what won't be changed? The principle of gender. I equate this with the principle of gender because there's got to be gender for reproduction in most cases. So what won't be changed? Number 2, the sacral chakra. The frequency of the sacral chakra, the orange flower of life, supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our life. You had to go, like, in order for you to, okay, let's activate it, my love. Here we are. Did I activate remembrance? Let's just make sure we do it, okay? And let's do, it's not going to change by you using your, so this is probably another thing. Those people that tried to keep you in bondage before that, if there's still some institutes, people, old ties, karmic ties, okay, people that would still keep you in bondage, by you remembering who you are changing things. And it won't change that. The more you use your sacral chakra to create, the safer you feel in the world. The more you are able to open up your systems and be yourself fully, completely without masking. I see that it's going to inevitably cause tower moments for those people who did try to, if they're still living, for those people who did just try to do this bondage kind of thing to you. Like if these people are still lingering around your energy or you can't get away from them or whatever, it seems like there's going to be serious tower moments for them. They're going to see and they're going to have to take accountability. The more and more you use your sacral chakra and tell your truth and speak your truth through your arts or whatever this life is that you're wanting to build with yourself, this could be like, you could be manifesting love. And the more that you connect with your partner in this way sexually with the sacral, with your sacred energy, the more empowered you're going to be and you're going to speak your truth. I just see this, Pisces, okay? And it's going to cause tower moments for some people, for those that are still living or for those who maybe allowed some things or who took advantage of you in the past or something like this. And it's inevitable. So Spirit wants to say you are not going to get out of this. You have remembered who you are. You're going to be creating. Okay, it won't be changed. You're going to be creating, and just heads up, that's going to cause tower moments for other people. And that is a reason why your spirit is leading you to hold your magic to yourself and be discerning where you put it, because you're here and like there may be some people thinking that you're very naive, but the Fool is very super protected. So I see that. So there's going to be tower moments, darling, for some people around you as you speak your truth, and Spirit wants you not to have anything like survivor's guilt. Spirit doesn't want you to protect your abusers from the past. Spirit doesn't want you to leave your story untold. for the sake of saving face. There is a place for everything, and everything should be in its place, and that is in truth, in light. That your honest truth is valuable for many other people who are also needing to remember and get out of this kind of bondage, and they need to change it. And so Spirit's saying you're going to create, you're going to be causing towers. It's going to be good, it's going to be bad. The thing about a tower is that a tower, when a tower comes into your life, it is an inevitable change where it's out of your control and you just have to adjust it. That's what I see here. So it's going to be out of their control when you create. And so don't be surprised also if there are these same kind of energies coming in and trying to calling. It could just be entities working through them. Spirit, this is happening on different multi-dimensions. There's impulses, and there's the pendulum and everything else. So as energy flows, and you start having a healthier flow to your sacral, it's going to be out of people's hands to just deal with the aftermath of what they did to you. It's what I see. Moving forward, in the principle of a rhythm, okay, everything has got a rhythm. There's a rhythm to your breath, there's a rhythm to your heart. It's the rhythm of the night, right? So there's also a rhythm in how you go in and out of your creative flow. And that is what I equate that to mostly in this reading, but it could also apply to like the rhythms, like how you travel throughout your day, the routes that you take, your routine. It could be the rhythm of your, but inevitably it's for your creative, we're here creating. This is a co-creative effort, and this is a manifestation activation. And so it's always going to be best for you to be in flow state. So in your creative flow, in your creative flow, okay, how you go in and out of your creative flow, what is helping you with that, what is supporting you, what frequency are you in? Empowerment. Number 26, empowerment. The frequency of empowerment supports our ability to show up fully and completely, uniting us with others in the deep trust that we are all connected through the same source. Okay. It is paired with the 9 of Pentacles. I love this. You're very independent and very empowered here in your everyday rhythm. And as you go, so the best way for you to stay in your creative flow is to stay in your own garden, tend to your own garden. This is why you're holding your things, your treasure and your magic to yourself. As above, so below, you've got the third eye chakra in the heart space. So as you go in and out of your creative flow and connect to your heart space, you're going to be in your rhythm, so freaking empowered and you don't need anybody else for now. People will come. I'm hearing this. If you build it, they will come. And I'm like not even a baseball fan. So, but if you build it, they will come. Okay, it's from a movie. So, I can't remember the movie's name. Sorry. So, okay, so, but this is like if you're in your garden, and I'm hearing Mary, Mary, quite contrary. Again, that's always my that when I hear that, it's always my symbol for Mother Mary, which Mary Magdalene, divine feminine energy. You're very empowered and receptive right now in your divine energy, and I see that you're creating an environment for yourself where you can go in and out of an empowered creative flow, okay? So you're going to keep on doing this, and this is another reason that there's going to be impulses and everything else, people having to deal with tower moments, because you're going to be in your creative flow telling your own story so that you can empower yourself and other people. So inevitably, when we come into these remembrances, these spiritual remembrances, and start telling our own story and connecting to the people that can relate to us, those people that were never meant for us, they're gonna feel tension and everything else, okay? But you're very empowered. Spirit wants you to know that your actual frequency is empowered, in the vibration, the energy that you have around that is very independent, self-sufficient, nurturing, and plentiful. 9 of Pentacles energy here. Moving forward in your overall vibration, the principle of vibration, everything is always vibrating and moving, okay? That's how we are even here existing. So number 15, compassion. Let's slow down so we can feel this compassion through our heart. Let me do a little cleanse. This is so good. Agua Florida is so good for the senses, okay? If you don't like Agua Florida, you can just use anything to kind of bring you back into the body here now if you are channeling. Okay, sometimes I like to use a little lavender on the temples. Sometimes I use this royal violets if I want to connect to like a protective grandma vibe. You just use whatever feels good to you, okay? Compassion. The frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so that unconditional love can flow from source through our heart into the world. And that's what's going on here in your creative flow. You're very empowered, and you're helping other people be independent too by walking the path. It's beautiful. It could be for your bloodline. So for the younger people in your bloodline, compassion. Having compassion for the people for the younger people in your bloodline, maybe because you've got this Page of Pentacles is always a very young energy, even though it's like the pages after this, but you can tell this is a more mature, self-sufficient kind of energy, Pisces. And here you may be doing this. You may be just being compassionate first and foremost for your own younger self, and then bringing the message. Bringing your message. So however you do that, it could be just like speaking with family members, with people that you know. You could be doing any kind of creative art, anything at all, okay? You could even be at your job as a coder in a cubicle somewhere, and you could be spreading your experience to the people in cubicles for their work and compassionately doing that. So you just related to your own manifestation. You have got a message here, a compassionate message. Your overall vibration is compassion. So while you're in this dynamic in the headspace, traversing all these confusing waters with the Seven of Cups, trying to figure out exactly how you want your personal manifestation to come through, your spirit is being supported because you're telling your story as you're doing it. I see. So you're telling your story with words compassionately in an empowered sense. But your actual magic, factual magic, you're holding to yourself. That's what I see here. And you're just bringing the message, okay? Let's keep going. Let's get another wave here with the Fountain Tarot today in the highest loving light spirit. 7 more cards, please. I did some shuffling before all this, guys. No, that's the Knight of Wands coming, showing itself again. It's been coming out a lot lately. The fountain, it's like you have a fountain, like a never-ending fountain of love and compassion to give. And it seems like it just all wants to come out at once. Okay, this last time. Okay, let's get all these cards then. Wow. You've got the King of Cups, the King of Wands, the Eight of Coins. Vamos a ver. Oh man, Shawty, what you got going on? Wow. Whoo. Okay, let's go, Pisces. I like this for you because Pisces is water, it's Cups energy, but you need some form to that. You need some containment and some form. So along with this dynamic, as you're traversing with this, I see that you are going to resonate in this King of Cups energy. Okay, King of Cups, Cups is emotion, and this guy has got it together. When it comes to emotion, right? You're going to start taking these dynamics. Like this king is very dynamic within the area of energy and motion, of emotions. Dynamic in the fact that he could be in all that and still hold his composure enough to wear a suit in the middle of the ocean, letting the waves break over him. He's solid, standing in his emotion. I see you implementing that energy next, okay? In the headspace. In the headspace, you're going to start putting form to these emotional needs that you have, that you are choosing for your timeline in a dynamic. So you're pulling from different eras or different parts of this piece of art, this experience, the frequency from that one time I had a first date and they took me to that one bistro and I want this. And you're just like taking I just see you, Pisces, pulling every little thing. This is your higher self too, working with you, pulling the things that have made you the most joyous into your dynamic reality. So number 6, third eye chakra with the Fool, you have got the King of Wands. So things are going to be moving really quickly for you. Your manifestations are going to come through. I'm just hearing, be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. You're definitely going to get your passionate King authoritative energy is going to be coming through in your heart space. Your head space, you've got a King of Cups. In your heart space, you've got the King of Wands, passionate, emotionally charged work, because here moving forward, you've got out of the heart space going into the principle of correspondence, as above so below. You're going to be keeping your magic to yourself and working for yourself compassionately with that king. You're going to put some type of framework, some type of order now, Pisces, that you have been like traversing your own energy. And I see you working with sacred geometry, maybe because I'm activating sacred geometric frequencies for you, but no, I see you building on your own. Okay, the Eight of Cups sometimes, the Eight of Coins sometimes has to do with being under an apprenticeship. So either somebody will come through and help you with the framework, some certain containment to bring these things into fruition and put you to work here. With this, magic is correspondent to the third eye chakra. Don't forget, this is going to work out. So I said, be careful what you wish for. You just might get it, because you're going to be put in the perfect position to work for what you want, what you've been dreaming of and wishing for all this time. It's what I see that you'll be doing with your magic. And that's why I'm so happy that you are being very discerning with your energy, because now it's time for you to build for yourself. Okay. If you build it, they will come. You may have been building and building for other people in the past, and they were there the whole time, and it seemed like you were waiting for them to show up for you. Now, this is going to work out for you really well. Clear down the right side of the body. Moving forward here, this was not only bondage and limiting beliefs, oppression, controlling, and what you could change with remembrance. You had to tap into your ancestry, because that's where the love and the light is. Like, you had to remember who you are, darling. Remember, like, even if it's not your blood, it could be like your star family. It could be your deities. It could be your gods. It could be the spirits of the land that you grew up on. It just depends, like your heritage, okay? Like your spiritual heritage. I'm just saying that you had to remember it, not only to get out of this bondage, but because they were actually deliberately hurting you with the Three of Swords, like deliberately getting a kick out of hurting you. And you changed it by remembering who you were. And I see, actually, I don't know why, but I see that you did it without harm on top of it. And that's why the universe is coming through for you. Like, you bore this heartache so gracefully and beautifully. Look at it. I'm hearing Heart of Glass. Oh, I'm hearing it so beautiful. I'd sing it for you. Wow. How'd it go? You shouldn't throw stones if you live in a glass house. That's what you're telling people now. Because you had a heart of glass and they were just putting their swords in there for fucking entertainment. I don't care. I'm just saying it, okay? I'm just going to say it. You just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. It just seems like that. It just seems like not only were they trying to like micromanage you and everything else, but then they were like on top of it, getting your energy by hurting you. This is a narcissistic abuse, okay? Deliberate, not even covert, okay? And you changed it. And you dealt with that so gracefully, and you didn't stop. You remembered who you were, and you kept on going. And that is why, and what won't be changed, as you create, not only are you going to be causing these tower moments by using your secret energy, definitely, now you're going to be going through a transformation where that shit is not even going to touch you anymore. This is Scorpio energy, death, okay? And this is just like a beautiful horse right here. This is transformative, deep, transformative energy. Not only you, but also the experience. These people who are going through towers, they're not going to like it, but in the long run, that's going to teach them and their kids, and that's going to fix their, like, you're just bringing something in the world to correct that shit. And you have gone through a change that they don't even know you anymore. So those old tactics and everything else, it can't even touch you. Like, you're a different vibration, you're a different frequency. So as they're dealing with this, if they try to get you with their old tactics and everything else, it can't. The more you create with your sacral chakra, the more transformative your experience is going to be, your frequency, who you are. I'm getting 12-strand crystalline DNA activation. I don't know what. I'm hearing this stuff. Things are changing within you, okay? So it doesn't matter, like other people, and maybe that could be a tower for you too. Maybe you're going to be learning things about yourself that you never knew that were always there, and then you transform into being even more of yourself with remembrance here in the what did you change frequency. Using your sacral chakra, you're going to keep on changing and elevating and helping other people. Moving forward in your overall rhythm, your creative flow here, empowerment with the Nine of Pentacles and the Chariot. Okay, Chariot is Cancer energy. Not only are you empowered and you're grounded here, but you are holding a safe space for impulsive movement, inspired movement. So Cancer is very emotional. Okay, we've got the King of Cups up here. This is a Pisces energy. Okay, so while what I see here with this Cancer energy is that you're very in touch with your emotions, and your creative flow is going to definitely reflect that. So make sure you have your steno pads. Do not stop yourself if you want to record a quick video, a vlog or something. Do not stop yourself if you want to put a note in your phone, or if you want to just have like a certain set of songs in one place. Don't just make the playlist, okay? It'll come in handy. And with time, these things happen as well. So I just see you holding a very balanced and safe space in your creative flow with this, and then I see these Cancer claws. You're empowered and you are protected to be soft in your own garden and take inspired action. This is a big deal. This is Cancer Capricorn energy. So by being in touch with your Cancer energy, your Capricorn energy is going to follow and be balanced. And you are very empowered here. So that's good for Capricorn. Capricorn likes to be in charge. So you might be making money here from being in your creative flow like so well. Okay. Okay, so moving forward, your overall vibration here with compassion and this young energy where you've got this message to tell people compassionately, it's not going to change it. There's going to be some sparring about it. People, this is like brothers and sisters fighting with one another, sparring or whatever, pushing their own limits. And I see you pushing the limits of people and their ideas and their passions and their thoughts and how they express those and how they work with those in the world. That's what I see here. You doing that compassionately. So thank you for all of your loving light work. Let's keep going. What shadows did my viewer here in the highest loving light face? Archetype of Pisces here. Spirit, July 2025. I am different now. Leaving you hurt me too. I know we have a soul connection. So, all right. So, yeah, you are. And it hurt you to leave those people. But I don't know about the soul connection. You might be connecting to new people. But I think whatever soul connection is actually going to be causing a tower moment for some people. Like they made a connection when they were abusing you. And they it's not like that there's a cord or something, but they imprinted their signature of abuse on you, on your energetic signature. And so that connection they can't outrun it. So these are messages of closure here. I am different now. What's the response? Messages of closure. Happiness is not a betrayal of me. Absolutely. I said that you were different. I was talking about that Scorpio energy. Okay. So Scorpio Taurus energy, be very grounded and be happy in your garden. Okay. Be quite contrary. Be in your garden. Be empowered in spirit. Your ancestors, anybody that would come to you and give you closure, they're saying you're different now. Happiness isn't a betrayal of me. You can change. You can change those old things. Nobody's going to hold it against you. Okay, give yourself permission. So, okay, leaving you hurt me too. I love you. This is your passed on loved ones that they left you. Like you love some people and it hurt you. And you might even tell them, like, they might be like upset with you because it hurt them that you left them. Well, I don't think that matters because like they were deliberately hurting you. But when it comes to leaving you hurt me too, this has to do with your past on loved ones that you guys may have had unfinished business. And I was talking about like, if you have unfinished business with ancestors or people who passed away, they're helping you now, like on the other side. Maybe they did all that they could do for you in the 3D and they had no choice. Everybody has their own karma. I'm not saying anybody died because of you or anything like that. But I'm just saying that sometimes in the grand scheme of things, when a loved one passes over, they are able to do more for you on the other side than they ever could have in the real world. And this is what I see. Leaving you hurt me too, but they love you super mucho, okay? Super mucho. I know we have a soul connection, okay? So that was what I was saying with some karmic connection. What's the response here? I am going through my life review of, you see? You're going to get everything that I'm just seeing a karmic return here for everything that you went through, especially because you're going through this remembrance and holding an empowered creative flow so well. That's what I see. Messages of love, please, Spirit. Nice, living light. Self-care. Clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting, okay? That's with your magic, like with the magic and the Four of Pentacles. Interference, an external party is intruding. Yeah. So if you're feeling some interference from external parties who are maybe going through towers or something like that because you hold your energy back, focus on self-care, darling. Okay. Clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. There's an interference. So if you go in within yourself, you run things through your heart, then you know that some impulse. So that's another thing with the Chariot. Like if you're feeling impulsive to do something, always stop and take a breath or a few breaths and run it through your heart space to make sure that that's something that actually would fulfill you and would be conducive to whatever your plans are, whatever it is that you're holding up in the world. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So, okay, so what? Integrity you have to ask yourself if you feel like, that's what I'm saying with this Cancer energy, like you're empowered in your Cancer energy, you're very independent, so you can run some impulsive feeling through your heart, because this Chariot does have to do with inspired action, like almost impulsive, because you know it's for you. So you take a minute with self-care when you feel this impulse, running through your heart, make sure that it's not the interference, and that you feel like you have integrity by acting on this. And I believe that you can definitely trust your own discernment with this creative flow and everything that we have activated. Does this situation align with your values and morals? Ask yourself. Let's see what the Divine Masculine has to say. In the highest living light. I will put a picture up of these frequencies that are activated as well. You can find the picture along with the Google Drive file in my comments on Facebook and in the description box of this video on YouTube. If you find this video anywhere else on the internet, go follow my links to YouTube or to Facebook so you can see the chakra cleanse if you would like to, okay? So I don't want to let you go. Your masculine. This has to do with your own inner masculine and feminine energies, and then that would then be reflected or attracted to you some way, shape, or form outside. So you place it as it goes. I don't want to let you go. Masculine energy wants to hold on to something. Hold on for one more day. That's what I'm hearing. I have trouble with intimacy. So you may be working through this because of all those betrayals in the past. You don't want to let yourself go, but you want to work on your own intimacy, I see. I wonder how you feel. You may be still working your feelings out about, like I said, like we did have that Seven of Cups, but I see some masculine energy also. Like I see your masculine cups, King of Cups energy, King of Wands energy, helping you organize how you feel with that Seven of Cups and putting a plan of action. So, all right. So you have trouble with intimacy, maybe because nobody allowed you to feel before and safely or something like that. So you just place it as it resonates. Let's see what the Divine Feminine says in response. My God. I don't want to let you go. I feel you leaving me behind. So, hold on for one more day. So your feminine energy doesn't want, there's some anxious attachment style going on. You might be healing anxious attachment relationship dynamic. But if it's not that, then I see that there's some part of you that you still want to keep and integrate into your current existence. And I just want to let you know that you can keep the parts that you enjoyed from your past and leave those old things. You can integrate the good if you accept what seems bad or dark. If you can accept your shadows, forgive yourself, come to peace with them in some way, it will be much easier for you to integrate those also good things about yourself from back then into your current existence. A lot of the time when we're going through our healing journey, especially from narcissistic abuse or anything similar, just the programming of the world, I don't know what, we want to just forget that whole part of our life. Just ignore it and start brand new and not integrate that. But if there's something that's calling you, some type of art that you used to enjoy, maybe with somebody that wasn't safe, like it's the worst when you find out that not only it's like the student becomes the teacher, the student becomes the master, and then in that mastery realizes this is a terrible arc, but it happens. Or they find out before they come into mastery that their mentor, that their guide, that their whoever it was that they trusted with all their heart was actually unsafe in using them and treating them bad unbeknownst to them, or in a way that they couldn't understand because they were vulnerable and still learning. And so then you just want to scrap all of that, or it brings back bad memories, even though you were really, like, if that is a master, then they're teaching you over and over again, maybe life skills or this, that, and the other thing. And they're confusing feelings. And I want you to know that with time and with work, you can integrate all of those wonderful parts of yourself without the attachment of your abuser. I believe in you, okay? You find the help that you need out there. So I'm not your personal practitioner, but there are many out there that can help you on this journey. So I have trouble with intimacy. I want to tell you how I feel. So that's a wonderful starting place. If you have trouble with intimacy, your masculine energy is recognizing and saying, I have trouble with intimacy. And your feminine energy is saying, I have trouble with this, but I want to do it. I'm willing to do this. So that's wonderful. I see a progression. I wonder how you feel. Finding out the truth crushed me. I understand, darling. Everything that we just spoke about, this is just a confirmation, but you know, there's nowhere to go but up when you feel crushed by people that you're supposed to trust, okay? So acknowledge how you feel. Acknowledge your feelings and acknowledge finding out the truth crushed me. But that was a reflection of you and the capacity that you have for love, first and foremost to yourself, and also the capacity that you have for hate to yourself that you projected on me, and that crushed you. And you're just learning how you feel about things and integrating and starting over again, and I think it's beautiful. You are very loved and supported. Let's close with the wisdom of the oracle. Thank you for being here with me today. This is so important. It feels so good. It feels much better. So, wisdom of the oracle card, please, Spirit. Go the distance for yourself. Okay? Number 47. Go the distance, Pisces. My name is Carol Assad. That was your activation and tarot reading for the month of July 2025. I love you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.